Good afternoon. I'm Heather Bellmeyer. I am the President and CEO of the Orange County Chamber of Commerce. I'm excited to be here today with Perry Faroud, who is the Executive Director of Miles of Hope. Welcome, Perry.
Oh, thank you so much for inviting me. I'm thrilled to be here.
I'm so excited to be hosting you. We have a long history, so I want to jump right into it because I've been a huge supporter of Miles of Hope for many years. Please tell our viewers what Miles of Hope is and how long you've been here and who you're serving.
Yes. Miles of Hope, our mission statement is very simple. We fund support services, education, and outreach for people affected by breast cancer in the 9 counties of the Hudson Valley. I've been doing this for 17 years since the foundation's inception. It was started by 2 local women who wanted to make sure that their hard work and their hard-earned donations went to the Hudson Valley to help people in treatment for breast cancer, their community, their families. You know, our programs are designed to literally help the people who are being affected by this disease. We figure people out there are doing a great job with research and the big organizations, but we wanted to make a difference really where it counts. So if you're in treatment for breast cancer and you can't pay your bills, we're going to step in and pay them for you. You need a program at a local hospital or a support group, we're going to start one. Acupuncture while you're in treatment and having chemo and not feeling well, we're going to start that program and fund it for you. We also have a scholarship program for high school seniors whose lives have been affected by breast cancer. Very popular program. And, you know, we want to help them with their college expenses. They've been through a lot. Their applications for the scholarships break our heart, but a lot of them are about moms doing well and grandmoms doing well after a breast cancer diagnosis. So we're helping that individual and that family here in our Hudson Valley who's affected by breast cancer.
So you're keeping it home, and I love that. And you know, you and I met each other many years ago, and I was a part of a motorcycle run that was benefiting the organization. So tell us there's a lot of organizations out there that like to raise money for you because you're doing such good quality work for our neighbors. Tell us about some of these events.
So you guys are awesome, by the way. That motorcycle group was awesome. And this is what happens in October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. People see NFL games and people wearing pink shoelaces and Yoplait yogurt tops saying help people with breast cancer. And they want to get involved. They want to help. And the best way is to do something for Miles of Hope. If you want to have a run, if you want to have a walk, if you want to have a party or a motorcycle run or whatever you want to do, you can do it and raise money for Miles of Hope. We have our walk coming up on October 3rd, which is at James Barrett State Park in the middle of Dutchess County, right off the Taconic State Parkway, easy to get to. And we'll be there August 3rd from 9 to noon, recognizing, remembering people affected by breast cancer. But all month long, all October long, you can do it virtually. You can ride, run, walk, pedal your spin bike, whatever you want to do, and raise money for Miles of Hope and local people who really need your help, especially during the pandemic.
So the Chamber is very excited to be a sponsor of the walk on October 3rd. But I want to say there are opportunities to raise money for this organization all throughout the year. It doesn't have to be just in October. And the fact that you're helping your neighbors, people that are affected by it right here in the 9 counties of the Hudson Valley, really drives it home. Can you share any of those stories with us, Perry?
Absolutely. You know, so obviously we have a phone number and I can get a call, oh my gosh, Friday at 9 o'clock at night saying I'm about to be evicted from my apartment. My landlord doesn't believe that I'm going to pay the rent, even though, you know, I'm getting Miles of Hope funding because I'm in treatment for breast cancer. And I will say, put him on the phone. There are many stories like that where we've literally stepped in and said, we want to save this person from getting evicted or help them with their mortgage payment. A lot of our help goes toward transportation to and from treatment. We're always figuring out for people what's the best way to get you to your treatment. How can we be helpful? Not to mention co-pays, groceries, electric bills, cell phone bills, you name it, we will step in and pay those bills for people. And, the letters of gratitude are extraordinary. We have some of them, some testimonials, just quotes on our website at milesofhope.org, and they're heartwarming. They're lovely. Because we've known each other forever. I've worked in government, in the private sector, and I have to tell you, this is the most rewarding thing ever, to help people who really need it, who are in a very tough time in their life. And what's really fascinating is so many people who've had breast cancer, who've been helped by Miles of Hope, then come back to us after their treatment is done and when they're feeling better and say, I want to volunteer, I want to give back. I can't tell you, I have an army of volunteers in this situation. And again, heartwarming, just heartwarming.
I love the legitimacy of the organization. I love how we're able to say, oh, my neighbor 2 roads away has breast cancer. Let me put them in touch with Miles of Hope, because these people are right here in our community able to help. And that's one of the biggest benefits, I think, that I found with Miles of Hope and my affiliation with your organization. And I thank you for all that you do. I don't think that there's ever been anybody that I've sent your way that has been turned away. So kudos to a phenomenal mission statement that is lived and breathed, and can't say enough about it. Where do you, besides your fundraisers, where else are you finding that you are getting support? Are you able to receive grants? Is the community stepping up and really helping to support on other levels?
Yes, absolutely. The business community, we're so thrilled to be associated now as a member of the Orange County Chamber. The chamber groups, absolutely the foundations, the larger foundations in our area. There's a lot of competition. We have a lot of fabulous not-for-profits in our area, and they're all doing wonderful work. So you have to make your case. We're very specific, but 1 in 8 women will be affected by breast cancer. This is a very prevalent disease. It is everywhere. And quite honestly, when a woman gets breast cancer, her whole family's affected. Oftentimes, an entire community is affected. And so helping that one person actually helps many, many more. And we're so grateful for all the support we get. This October, we changed it up a little bit. We devised what's called a pink pack. And this is for businesses if they're interested in suggestions. How can I recognize my clients or my employees or just people in our Hudson Valley who've been affected by breast cancer? We put together what's called a pink pack. It's a PDF, it's downloadable, it's right on our website at milesofhope.org. You can see it right there, scrolling. And, it has ideas and suggestions. And if you want to come up with something of your own, that's great. But if you want to take one of those suggestions, great. We'll put it out there for you, and hopefully it's helpful.
And how can we support throughout the rest of the year besides just the October events?
Yes, thank you.
Other events?
Thank you. Milesofhope.org. Right at the top, you can click donate. We absolutely love your support. I get a ton of emails from people saying, how can I volunteer or help or whatever? Fine, email me. If you click on contact on our website, it comes right to me. And I'm delighted to have a conversation with you about that. We have sports groups at schools and businesses and individuals all reaching out to us for help. But if you want to donate or support a team that's walking or an individual that's walking with us on October 3rd, go to our website at milesofhope.org.
Now, one more question, because a lot of our charitable organizations have drives. Do you do any kind of a collection drive? Is there an opportunity for that?
Sure. We call it an annual appeal. It's at the end of the year. So often people are geared up to make their charitable donations at the end of the year. Wonderful. We'll do a mailing on that. We'll do a lot on social media here's 2 clicks away from being able to donate. The beauty of our form is you can donate in honor or memory of anyone. And we will let them know that you've made that donation in their memory or their honor or their loved one's memory. And a lot of options. And you can donate all year long. It's right there on our website at milesofhope.org. But again, if that end of the year is your timing, then we're delighted to work with you.
Fabulous. Thank you, Perry. We look forward again to sponsoring that October 3rd walk at James Barrett State Park and supporting you all year round as a member of the Orange County Chamber of Commerce. Thank you, Perry. And thank you for all you do. Thank you for all of your volunteers and your staff at Miles of Hope. We so much appreciate you. Have a great day.
Thank you, Heather. Thank you so much.
Okay. And thank you to all of our members, to our board, our ambassadors, our corporate partners. We couldn't be here if it wasn't for your support. We are so excited to be able to continue to bring to you the services that we do and serve the members that we do in this county. Have a great one, and we'll see you soon with another Meet the Member.